Hi there, my name is Mike Munter and I'm here to talk to you about Google Autocomplete. And a question I was asked by a client the other day is how often do the suggestions change in Google Autocomplete? And in my experience, I've kind of seen two different things. One is news. So if there's a news spike, and for example, when Robin Williams committed suicide a year or so ago, if you'd have searched Robin Williams immediately after that, when that news story broke, you probably would have seen, suggestions like death or suicide or whatnot, anything related to that news story. And that's probably coming very quickly as the story broke, based on two things: based on the content that was published on the web, and also people who had heard about the story and then went to Google to search for it to find more information. So a news spike typically will happen when there's a whole lot of activity around an event. It usually will last for a few days to a week, as long as the story is in the cycle, and then those suggestions will fall away unless they're maintained over time, in which case they can remain. The other way is the refresh. And so we've been managing autocomplete campaigns for about 4 years now, and historically we have noticed that about every 2 to 3 weeks Google does kind of a mass refresh, and they roll this out, and what it does is it sometimes it can make just subtle changes to the suggestions, but lots of times you'll see sweeping changes to the suggestions. That happens about every 2 to 3 weeks. So when we're working on a campaign for a client, usually that's what we look for. We look for every 2 or 3 weeks, we wait for the refresh, and then we look to see if our terms are coming in. And usually it's kind of gradual. We'll see some of our terms coming in, or we'll see some changes, sometimes not our terms, but we'll see other changes that are happening for the client. And of course our goal is to push the negative suggestions out. So that's the two factors that create changes in Google Autocomplete. If you have any questions, give me a call at 503-890-6663.